Who would have thought a series that started way back in 1978 would still have such a huge influence and appreciation in anime and manga to this day, especially with modern classics such as Attack on Titan, Mushoku Tensei and Kaguya-sama breaking norms and setting new trends in anime. Urusei Yatsura is a fine show, but by today's standards can be seen as well tropey. I mean, yes, it did create tropes. It was, after all, one of the founding successful rom-com anime that followed a week-by-week Saturday morning cartoon formula, as opposed to a grand, over-the-top complicated story like most modern anime. After 45 years of other similar shows copying the formula and the tropes that Yatsura had created, you would think by 2023 anime fans would be sick to death of it, especially whereas other long-running shows have evolved over time. For example, the brand new Gundam show, The Witch from Mercury, which is vastly different to its origins back in 1979. But maybe Urusei Yatsura is different. Yatsura as a show has this strange charm to it. Yes, it feels extremely dated, not visually, but more of its gags and general character tropes. Yet for some reason with a new animation style, it feels so fresh. Or maybe comforting is the word. Maybe both. I think as mentioned, shows nowadays tend to take themselves way too seriously. They try too hard to be different, apart from Isekai, who apart from a sparse few series didn't seem to get the memo to change its formula since Sword Art Online first aired. I mean, it's great that in a very saturated market where we are getting upwards of 40 shows a season, you really want a show to stand out and be different, for it to be worth even watching. Urusei Yatsura does this great thing where it uses trope to its advantage. Many shows have tried so hard to deviate from tropes that classic anime tropes can be hard to come by. A lot of anime fans, myself included, from time to time find comfort in tropes and the laid-back nature of Saturday morning cartoon styles. Sometimes I don't want to get heavily immersed in a show and try to follow what's going on week to week, especially nowadays when I'm maybe watching 10 shows simultaneously a week, all of which are these super deep-rooted, over-the-top stories that require my full attention just to comprehend what's going on. Urusei Yatsura is a welcome break each week for me, where I can switch off my brain and just enjoy some classic campy fun. I don't need to have watched last week's episode to follow up this week. You know, I can dip in and out and the jokes still land. Yes, they are tropey, but Yatsura established these tropes, and I find it comforting to watch a show with such low stakes now and then. Also with David Production of JoJo's, Fire Force and Cells at Work fame, animating it, it looks so damn good. David Production has this talent for taking some older manga, works like Urusei Yatsura, and things like early JoJo's, which, need I remind you, Araki created Phantom Blood back in 1987. They somehow do this great thing where they keep the original feel and the design of the characters, but somehow make it look so modern and appealing. Also, both the intros and outros for Urusei Yatsura have been so far certified bangers. So if you watched the original and on the fence or never even heard of Urusei Yatsura before, please give the show a watch. Even if you just want a break from bigger shows or even a palate cleanser between your binge watching, it really is a great revival of one of the GOATs.